Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we have the one, the only, HoldinMacGroin.
This is like our first special guest that we have. We never ever do stuff like this.
We never do stuff like that, but we saw Holden and we saw he was available, so we knew we had to get him on the channel.
I'm very happy that HoldinMacGroin is our first internet guest that we have on the show right now.
Yeah, and actually HoldinMacGroin is actually one of the veterans from Team J Farm. If you guys don't know about Team J Farm, you make sure you guys follow us on Twitter so that way you can see all the fun things that's going on with that.
Yeah, Team J Farm mainly consisting of like Canada's top trainers right now.
That is correct. Some of the top trainers from like Toronto. Most trainers are from Toronto.
Yeah.
And then we also have Simply Moxie from Ottawa that's going to be coming down possibly to Toronto.
Hell yeah.
So, Holden, how are you doing, man?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Not too bad. We're going to go over your battles. If you remember correctly, in round 1, you actually go up against this guy.
We have to rewatch this battle. And so, HoldinMacGroin here went into his tournament without an Umbreon.
That is right.
Which, how did you feel about that? How did you feel about going into your tournament without one?
Yeah, you know, like, I was looking for one for a long time. I actually found one, but it went lucky on my very first trade, so
Oof.
it was a hard one. But, so I really tried to adapt my team to try and get a Shelgon to work, because it is a good kind of substitute. It really does deal with the waters and electrics, similar to how Umbreon does, but in a different way.
Right.
Yeah, you were pretty much the only one that I went up against that had a Shelgon on your team, so it was interesting to see that, and it worked well for you. I mean, I lost.
And that's the thing with playing in the Ferocious Cup without an Umbreon is definitely not an easy task to do. But we all know who HoldinMacGroin is, and we all know that if there's somebody that's gonna be able to pull it off, it's definitely him. No, you can't.
Yeah,
no, you can't. You
you
can't run it with an Umbreon, alright?
Alright, should we get into some battles?
Yeah, so Holden, we're gonna go over, we're gonna press play on some battles, see exactly how how you did against SCRUBLORDDUSTIN, and just kind of tell us exactly what's going on with the battles and what your actual mindset was.
So looking at SCRUBLORD's team, I was really afraid of him bringing up the Umbreon like as a lead, because Umbreon has always given me some troubles. Oh,
absolutely. Umbreon is definitely a tank. In just general Great League, but in the Ferocious Cup, he's definitely holding his own.
Yeah, holding his own growing. And we've had some lag here.
Yeah, I think it was just neutral lag, fortunately.
Okay, finally. There we go.
Alright.
I started with Loon so many times, and honestly, I don't know how rewarding it was. It wasn't that rewarding.
What do you think of Linoon, Holden?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about running it now because, I mean, it does do very well in neutral matchups, and especially if I don't have an Umbreon. I mean, it does lose to Umbreon, but it does cover some of the waters, which some of the Umbreon counters might not do as well against.
Right, and from what we saw in simulations, and actually SCRUBLORD actually using it, it loses to Umbreon, but it doesn't lose that bad. Like, Umbreon is really, like, left in the red zone. And for something to do that against, let's say, Umbreon, Vaporeon, Alola Ninetales, it's just being such a great generalist, I find that to be a pretty top tier Pokemon in the Ferocious Cup.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So here he's going to go for straight with his Earth Power?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, going Nidoqueen versus Vaporeon, Nidoqueen really does lose that, but I prefer Nidoqueen versus Vivero, because you could actually get to, I think, a second Earth Power before Vivero gets to a second Water Gun, if I believe.
Water Tail? Sorry, Aqua Tail?
Water Tail.
Against Vivero. Vaporeon has given me some issues in the past, but that's another reason why I like to run Shelgon, because Shelgon does better against Vaporeon than it does against Vivero. Vivero has Hyper Fang, which is cheaper energy. So.
Right, and this is my favorite match because I won this one.
This is actually SCRUBLORD's highlights to the entire tournament.
My entire career.
This is the main thing that he would not stop talking about after the tournament. He's like, I went, what was it, 2?
I don't know what happens here. This part is kind of weird because, like, I swear to God, his Ninetales should have won, but I don't know how mine survived.
You know, after practicing with you in the past, I knew that your shiny Ninetales wasn't as good an IV as mine.
Yeah.
And I did win in the mirrors, and I thought I might have been able to squeak that one out. But Probably should have gone for the side shock.
So you got a little greedy there.
Well,
Trying to see if you can farm him down with Charm and then
Yeah.
hit the next Pokemon.
If you watch my screen, I'm slamming the side shot because I'm like, mine's going down. Like, my IV sucks. I'm losing here. The game didn't let me do it though. So the game was like throwing me a bone here.
Yeah, look, that's what usually happens. That thing's like, he's gonna lose anyway. Let's just throw him a bone here. But yeah. So he got the side shock. You got the side shock off on the Nidoqueen, and then he decided to shield. So you forced the shield there. I think that's really what made this match for you, man.
I think so. Basically, the game giving me a pass.
Oh man, right.
How come you chose Bibarel over Vaporeon?
Man, there's a lot of questionable things I did there. Well, the barrel does beat Vaporeon, and it is a safe switch. So with energy, yeah, it was also kind of there to cover the Nidoqueen because they trying to back up my Ninetales. But I mean, you use your own Ninetales to counter my Ninetales, so it kind of defeated the purpose of the barrel.
Let's watch. This is me winning. I'm gonna.
I had the Earth Power here, and I think I might have actually KO'd you.
I would have been really sad if that happened. It'd be really upsetting. Okay, so this is the third battle, which wasn't in our video because I don't know what the heck happened to my screen recording, but I swear I put it in. But this is the third battle, the famous unseen third battle.
The unseen third battle. Alright, so he's running Suicune. So you're running Suicune and Bibarel. So like that, you're running double water.
This sucked because I got the lead, and I'm like, the whole time I'm like, don't worry, Evan, you're gonna beat me in the third round because I beat him once. Yeah. I'm like, I have a chance here, and then I go and block the Bubble Beam, and here comes the Hydro Pump, and then I knew it was over.
So Holden, I don't know if you saw, you clearly did not see me and Jimma Bank shoutcasting that, but literally, me and Jimma were like, all right, this is gonna depend. Dustin's win is really gonna depend here on if he shields a Bubble Beam or not. And I'm like, first round, I'm like, first charge move, don't shield nothing. Don't shield nothing. Well,
then again, to his credit, I think we did practice a few times in the past, and with Suicune, I actually do like to go for the Hydro Pump right away.
Yeah, right. Yeah. See?
It only takes like 6 Snarls to get to a Hydro Pump, and it catches people off guard because it gets there so fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, in my mind, I was like, okay, Evan's an experienced trainer. I feel like he's gonna go Hydro Pump first. He's gonna not bait me. So I shielded. All right.
So look, as you can see here, his Shelgon had full energy, and he decided to swap out, bring in the Alolan Ninetales, leave that energy for later.
Yeah.
Does he end up even needing it?
I'm pretty sure he does something pretty trolly with that Shelgon. So just keep watching.
You know, happy with Adam's style. So.
Oof.
We're talking to the battle, and like, I don't know when the matchup is. It's probably the next one. He's like, should I do this? Should I beat you this way? I'm like, please don't do it. Please. Look what he does. He's using Flamethrower. He's using Flamethrower on my Vaporeon.
Yes,
took it out with the Dragon Breath.
I love the trolls.
I love the trolls. I just got lit on fire by a Shelgon.
Literally.
With my water Pokemon.
He could have just Dragon Breath, dude. Yeah. He literally just could have do it one tap. No, he's like, nah, Flamethrower. Alright, so that's round 1. Holden actually takes round 1, and now you're going to round 2. Do you remember who you were going up against? Oh, it's Sergeant Fung.
He's also a local in our community.
Yep. I think he's from Richmond Hill, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so this is a bad matchup for you.
Yeah, he's actually running Granville and no Ninetales. I think he mentioned that he didn't have a Ninetales for the cup.
Oh, wow.
So,
interesting. I think, if I remember correctly, he did like a blind swap here. And he went to Skunk Tank, and then you your Earth Power, boom. And like, that kind of like, it's GG from there. Right.
Exactly.
So now you're actually deciding to go to Earthquake. You're just going straight Earthquakes.
You know, sometimes people don't like to shield the Earth Power because, I mean, it won't KO the Vaporeon.
Right.
And they might have an extra shield in the back later, depending on what I have in the back. But I think at that point, it doesn't really matter. So.
Right. So you're like, you know what? Nidoqueen took down Skunk Tank. I'm just going to go all in here, hope for a for a shield or no shield doesn't matter because you don't really need Nidoqueen anymore.
Did you see that fast switch? He just used the Shelgon to take the hit for last resort, and then he knew Gramble was coming back in, and he switched out to Bibarel. That was really quick switching.
But he knows, man.
Yeah,
he knows everything that's
fast.
happening.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, but honestly, like Charm really hurt Shelgon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like a Charm versus Umbreon hurts, but it's almost like twice as much damage against Shelgon.
Yeah, that's the thing. You really need to be quick with the switching because an extra second is an extra charm, and that's
Yeah.
like literally 1/8 of your health. Like,
It only takes like 4 or 5 charms to take Sheldon.
yeah.
Wow, so you use it a lot.
So again, you took the matchup with the bad lead, and now you went into the same matchup again.
Yeah. And you know what? When I saw the same lead, I thought maybe he's running the exact same line. So this time, I knew that he would switch out and I knew Bibarel can actually beat Gramble.
Right.
So it's better to keep the Nidoqueen in the back, hidden in time, so that he doesn't know that I have it, and let him try and take down my Bibarel first, because maybe he might think that I have a Ninetales or a Suicune in the back.
Right.
So
So far, as of round 1 and 2, who do you think is your MVP here?
I'd probably say Shelgon.
Shelgon.
Yeah, you've been
Yeah.
using it almost every round.
It's been doing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
A lot of people love to run Vaporeon, and it is just such a nice ball to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, when I went against his Shelgon, I honestly didn't know what to do at first. I think I was going Vaporeon versus Shelgon, which was very, very bad for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to do. I can't think that fast. I haven't seen one of these.
So you saw that?
Yeah.
He knew that the Gramble was coming back.
Yes.
Instantly switched Nidoqueen.
Yes.
Yeah, I really want to avoid any charm damage on my Shelgon.
Yeah. This is really making me think that I gotta switch
But
fast.
this is really good because now he's forcing the shield. He's gonna hit him with I think this is an Earthquake? Or sorry, Earth Power. So there's the last shield. And Vaporeon's pretty much done, and he has a shield. GG.
Yeah.
Good job, man. You got both of the negative leads there. You still
Yeah.
won. Good job.
So he's going into the third round now. I think this is the round he actually 3-0s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of called, like, there's, you know what, if he's going to do it twice in a row, maybe he'll do it 3 times in a row. And I think I guessed right here.
Yeah, you switch it up, and I think you actually got the lead here. From what I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think we went the same line, actually.
Yeah, there it is, see?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's like, you know why he's going to do the same thing again? I'm going to change it up.
Yo, he must have been pissed when he saw that. I'd be pissed.
Alright,
So-
so Shelgon going in now.
Ooh, that last resort does do a lot, though.
Hmm.
But I don't think it's still worth to shield, though.
It's situational, but I mean, if you get a Twister off, that's an Aqua Tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, he gets it off with like
So
1
before
HP
it
there.
takes him out.
Yeah.
But now look, he has the Nidoqueen ready with energy.
Yeah, he ran the exact same line 3 times, and I think he should have switched it up a little bit more. Maybe he wasn't too comfortable with the Suicune on his line. Raichu, he knew I was running my Nidoqueen a lot. He could have run his Nidoqueen.
Right.
But then again, it's always about what you're most comfortable with using. So,
Exactly. Sometimes it's not about what Pokemon you bring in and how you bring them. It's what you are used to and how you can run it.
Yeah. See, that's what I didn't do when I went to this tournament. I went into the tournament thinking I was going to use both my Charmers. I was going to use Raichu, and I was going to use Ninetales.
Yeah.
But then I just didn't use that strategy at all, because I kept seeing people's team, and I'm like, I can't.
You start
use this
psyching
team.
yourself out. That's
Yeah.
exactly what started happening. He's like, I'm gonna use this strategy, and then I'm gonna change it to this, and then I look at his matches. I'm like, you never did it once, bro. Like, what is this? But yeah, so that's a 3-0 against Sergeant Fung for round 2. So right now he's 2-0.
yeah.
So now KAYMACHIN.
This is a game to KAYMACHIN now.
So
Man, that mid-end lead. Oh.
Wait, who wins this battle? Mine?
Ninetales wins this, but I really did not want my Ninetales to take too much damage because
just
I wanted to see it
Umbreon.
for Umbreon because I was reading my only Umbreon card.
Yeah. Ooh, he shields a Thunderbolt there. Good prediction.
So you were trying to actually go for Side Shock from what I saw.
Well, actually, sometimes I tap on it and I'm doing my fast move still. And if they, I don't remember what happened there, but sometimes like you could queue up the charge move, so right after they do their charge move, yours goes right after, and you get off an extra fast move.
Right.
So it's like the piggyback 2.0, I think is what they're calling it now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure if I did it there, but I do it fairly often. And
that one extra fast move makes all the difference.
Absolutely, especially with like Charm or something, which is longer duration. So.
Exactly.
I don't know how to piggyback. Can you teach me how? I see that word all the time. I don't know what it means.
It's okay. It's okay. You'll learn one day. So now you have the Vaporeon matchup. He's gonna probably go Aqua Tail here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get to another? Yeah, he gets to another Twister.
You use your Shelgon a lot. It's always against Vaporeon.
Yeah, everyone loves using Vaporeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very satisfying. But I think on PvPoke, I'll check real quick. I think Vaporeon's biggest counter is Shelgon.
Wait, you can't use PvPoke while you're in your tournament. Don't
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna break the rules. That's not funny. Don't use PvPoke while you're in tournament, guys. It's breaking self-rated rules.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. Especially if you're on stream.
Especially when you're on stream.
Cheats but still loses the battle.
Alrighty, so you go. Is this the same type of matchup?
Yeah,
Wow.
he went to Church first this time, and then I tried to switch and catch it because I didn't want to waste another shield.
Ooh,
But I think that was actually.
I remember when this happened.
it was still a good switch.
Yeah, he literally swapped out perfect timing.
Yeah,
And me and Jim would just
saw
look at
that.
each other and we're like, damn.
Good job.
You know, I'm not sure if I should have shielded this here because he might have wanted to farm me down, and I may have been able to get off another Earth Power. It's so hard to say. And I was really starting to save my shields because I think he might have had this match. Well, maybe it was the next match. I think was where he ended with Ninetales.
Right.
And using shields against Ninetales, that's yeah.
It's a rough time.
Yeah. This is the first time I've seen Shelgon or any Pokemon use a Twister. I've never seen like a Twister animation in this game. So when he hit me with it, I was like, what the hell was that?
Hey man, don't underestimate Shelgon, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's scared to use Shelgon because of Charm, but then we realized that, you know what, it's still bad against Umbreon.
Did you just lose with 2 shields there?
Yeah, because
Yes, he
I think
did.
that's what I was expecting. Umbreon in the back.
Dude,
So-
don't worry. That happened to me as well. I lost 1 round with 2 shields.
So as of right now, you're going up against Guan, another person that's on Team J Farm, by the way. Top end trainer. He actually won that Ferocious Cup
Yeah,
tournament.
he won this battle.
Yep, and HoldinMacGroin is actually 2-1 as of this point.
Yeah. This must be a tough battle though.
Yeah, like Juan and I were both dreading this playing against each other, and he played extremely well. Very good predictions, and I have to say that Alolan Sandslash
Ooh.
did get a lot of trouble.
Yellow and Sandslash.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
We were taking a look at it.
Which is now on my team, and I practiced with HoldinMacGroin for like 2 hours last night, and I was really liking it.
But this is something that happens not just this month, but every month.
Oh, we got
right?
the right
Where
to
like
that.
you, Guan,
I
Dragon
think I actually
Silk.
played him the last month. Yeah, in Sinister as well.
What made you take out the Raichu this time?
I brought the Raichu because of the Alolan Sandslash mainly, because getting a lot of the brick breaks off, and if I have shields, it's able to farm with energy. Also, I was expecting him to bring the Babero because that is a fairly safe pick, and
Right.
I didn't know how much risk he wanted to take. I guess he didn't bring it this match, so
Yeah. I forgot about that. The Raichu Brick Break is doing 4 times effectiveness on Alolan Ninetales, right?
Yeah.
Ice and
Yeah.
Steel.
so actually Brick Break is more energy efficient than Wild Charge when it's double super effective.
Right. Especially when you're not running Charm on it.
Yes.
Yo, everybody gave me, like, everyone was telling me about that charmed Raichu. They're like, did you transfer it yet? I'm like, no. I liked it.
Did you transfer it yet? All right, so he took round 1 by like a sliver though, like,
Yeah.
and that's what these matches usually are. With HoldinMacGroin and Guan, it's usually a sliver of health is what determines the end of the match. One fast move.
Ooh, here comes the Sand Slash.
Yeah, so Lotus Sandslash does counter Ninetales slightly, but I mean, he's just using it to get rid of my Ninetales, so Umbreon is safe and back.
Right.
Because I think he knows that. I think he's also running a Stun Tank in this, and 2 of those are Ninetale counters, like soft counters, I'd say. But as long as they get rid of that, then the Umbreon can kind of run through my team.
Exactly. Once you get rid of the Charmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely a situation where like Charm is gonna be super strong against Guan, so he wants to basically take it out as fast as he can with the Alolan Sand Slash, and then go in with the Umbreon Strong and basically just wipe the floor.
Yeah.
But there it is, he's got Nidoqueen.
Yeah. Nidoqueen does counter Skuntank, but Skuntank does do a lot of damage though, so.
Oh, here comes the Umbreon. Oh, your Ninetales is down, isn't it? Or is it still alive?
Yeah, no, it's down.
Ooh.
So here, did you go for Earthquake?
I don't think so. I think I just overfarmed just a... Oh, I did.
Yeah, it was Earthquake.
But that was his last shield. Yeah.
Right.
But that's good though, right? You got the last shield, but in this scenario, that Umbreon coming in with full HP with no Charmers on HoldinMacGroin's team.
And Guan must have known, like, I gotta take out the Ninetales before I release Umbreon.
Exactly.
And Umbreon is just gonna wreck shop now.
And that is why Umbreon is rated one of the top tier Pokemon, if not the most top tier Pokemon in the Ferocious Cup.
Takey little cat.
Yeah, I think actually Guan swept me in the matches.
Oof.
Oh man.
It just hurts rewatching it, huh?
It is very hard. Oh man.
That Skunktank's gonna work. And then you're left. Oh, see, this would have been really close though. Look at this. Look at that! Look at that!
Oh my god, he has the charge move.
See what I mean? 1 HP, 1 fast move. Oh my god.
Alright, you must have been pretty upset there. Were you screaming?
Look, he looks upset right now! Look at him!
He still looks upset.
Oh man. Alright, so decide to switch it up. Now you're bringing in the Suicune, and he's coming with Alolan Ninetales.
Yeah, you know, after this is almost like a Hail Mary kind of line that I picked.
Yeah.
Just because I think you already won the first 2 matches, so third match is like.
It's just like a, almost like for like tiebreaker or like for like ranking, but in reality, like you already lost the round now.
Yeah.
So he's just like, you know what? Let's just try some Minya.
Because you know what, Suicune can actually beat Umbreon if you're able to pull off 2 Hydro Pumps, because it is tanky.
Right.
Don't get it wrong, like it can tank I think 3 Battle Plays.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and pulling off 3 Hydro Pumps.
But got those.
Sorry, that's intense. So you're going Earth Power. Oh no, he goes straight Earthquake. I love when he does that. You know what I mean? Like he's just like Hail Mary, Earthquake.
Oh hell yeah!
And it paid off.
That time it paid off a little bit. So yeah, Falcon really does not hurt Suicune that much.
Yeah, it really does.
No, he did a great swap here. I think this is a Bubble Beam.
Hydro Pump.
Oh yeah, it was a Hydro Pump.
Suicune coming in clutch.
Nice Hydro Pump. The same Hydro Pump that
Not
hit my
even get off that Bubble Beam.
Alright, so now you're in a situation where like you have 2 Pokemon that counter him.
Yeah.
But Nidoqueen is really low, and I think he gets to a crunch before my Earth Power, so he would just farm me down.
Oh, so you did that, bro.
So I brought this out, maybe waste his shield, but at this point.
So now you saw his energy's low, and you're like, okay, boom, let's swap
Yeah,
out.
he farmed up a
Sack
lot. Yeah, Sack Swap, try and farm it down, get it off one more Surf, but he has the Umbreon in the back, and it's like...
Yeah.
That was a good sack swap, though.
That was a good sack swap. He was trying to do his best there, right? So as of right now in the tournament, he's going 2-2, right? KAYMACHIN and Guan were the highest trainers, like literally at the end of that tournament.
Right.
Right. I think Guan came first. Guan came first, and then I think KAYMACHIN was tied for second.
Yeah.
I think. Hold on, you can let me know if I'm.
KAYMACHIN went 4-2 actually.
Oh, 4-2. Okay, so I think he tied for third then.
Right. And this is he's fighting 100k collector now.
That's
and,
correct.
I fought him in my last round.
Oh, did you?
And he beat me.
What else is new?
All right. Thanks. That Nidoking caused me trouble just because I didn't expect to see any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think of Nidoking compared to our homie Nidoqueen?
I mean, Nidoqueen has the poison jab, which can actually farm down 9-tails with just 1 shield and come out with 100 energy. Nidoking, I mean, Fury Cutter is a great move, but it doesn't really do much damage, even though it's super effective against Umbreon.
Yeah. And also, when you win with Nidoqueen, you can be like, yes, Queen, slay! But you can't do that with Nidoking.
Because I remember seeing certain scenarios where Valor-Ash actually preferred running the Nidoking over the Nidoqueen.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a little like controversy going on.
Well, I think Nidoking actually beats Nidoqueen.
Yes, because I think it gets to Earth Power quicker.
Yeah.
Sorry, Earth Power or Earthquake?
Earth Power.
It has both, so.
Both,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But again, one is a legacy, one is a non-legacy. So if you have it, great. If you don't, then Nidoqueen is your only option here.
Oh, you took round 1. Good job.
Yeah.
So we saw 2 matches where HoldinMacGroin takes the losses, but now we know this is going to be just straight wins here. He's just going to come back in with that Shelgon and just run people over. Alright, a little 9-tailed here.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks like he didn't do his fast move though.
Probably a
Looks
little
like
bit
he
of
kinda
like.
missed one.
Their health seems to be pretty on par though.
Okay, now it takes on par.
Yeah.
I think I actually take the side shot
Ooh,
and then
yeah.
have Nidoking just farm it down, build up some energy.
Right. Okay, switch.
But he actually switches, and
Oof. Oof.
I mean, neither one is a good option, honestly, because
Oh man.
Wait,
That
what
was a
happened
blind
here?
swap. That was a
Yeah,
blind swap.
was it a blind swap? Is that what happened?
it was a bit of a blind swap. Then again, like I think even with the small energy advantage, I think I only got 1 or 2 poison jabs off,
Right.
and that the Nidoking would actually beat me to the Earth Powers and Earthquake. So,
Right.
and I knew I had to save the Nidoking in the back because if he's going to bring in Nidoking to counter my Nidoqueen, then
Right.
what else might he have? He might have a Lairon or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, that's why I'm too scared to switch really quickly, because I know I'm gonna be in the situation where I swap like a Vaporeon into a Minun.
Please don't do that.
I'm actually able to farm him down
Yeah,
here.
you farm him down here.
Oh, shit.
Actually, I think he might have a Raichu in the back on this match.
Oh, so look at this. He decides to not do any charge moves because he wants to be able to farm down. And he took the shield.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. So he has the Raichu in the back, no shield. I
Are
think
you
at
gonna
this
win
point,
this?
Yeah, he's going to win this.
Oh
for
my
sure.
god.
For sure. He's going to go straight Earth Power and then farm down the 9-tails.
Dang.
I'm super happy that I actually saved that Nidoqueen because knowing that he would bring in the Nidoking to counter my Nidoqueen means that he does not have a Vivero or something in the back.
100k collector pretty much had like the perfectly wrong Pokemon to have in the back against this situation. He had the Raichu, which kind of.
And if you've seen that scenario, his Raichu, like, literally beat the Nidoking.
Yeah,
That was insane.
yeah.
Right? He's like, you know what? I'm investing all shields on Raichu right
Probably
now.
because it's not running Charm. Probably.
Yeah, I really do think so.
Actually, if he ran Charm, I think it would have beaten me.
That's hilarious. Let's move on. I don't want to see anything in the comments about Charm Raichu.
Alright, so Ice Beams. Go up against Lairon. Lairon, it seems to be a pretty decent counter against the Charmers.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Lairon?
Yeah, like Lairon is such a good counter to time. You can just farm it down with Metal Claw. I don't think he even has a shield at all. And comes out with full energy, with body stems, and rock slide, I think it is.
Rock Slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. But only thing is that it really uses hard to Raichu and all the waters.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Nidoking or Nidoqueen can actually get off a charge move against them and actually maybe pull a shield out of it.
Exactly.
So, as a charm counter, those might be a better option.
So you
But
prefer the Nidos over the Lairon?
Well, that's my personal opinion, I guess. Like, honestly, depends on how your team synergy works.
Yeah.
Hedgehog really does hurt Umbreon.
Yeah.
Not a joke.
Oh, 100%. But now you swap out.
I know how bad Umbreon could hurt. I got hit by a dazzling gleam in my video, so.
Oh man, that was hilarious. Did you see that, Holden?
Sorry, saw what?
He got hit by a dazzling gleam.
My Umbreon.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh man. So as you saw there, he actually swapped in his Alolan Ninetales against your Nidoqueen.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's pretty ballsy move there.
Dang.
But I think he knew at that point it was a little too far gone because his Umbreon was really low health, and now I'm up against WOLFROGACHU.
What round is this? This is the 5th round?
This is round 6 actually.
Yeah,
This is the
no, this
last
is his
round.
final round.
Alright.
Yeah.
So as of right now, he is 3-2.
Yeah.
Beating you, 100K Collector, and who's
Sergeant Fung.
Sergeant Fung, where
Yeah.
you're 3-0'd.
Dude, I was so sad when I saw you leave the table 1. Because I got defeated. And I was like, well, I need to find hope somewhere. And I'm like, please, Mr. Holden, please win. Oh no, he's walking off the stage. Oh no.
No, actually, you know what? In Sinister, KAYMACHIN went the exact same team as me.
Wow.
And that's where I tied for first in there. So he's a very good player.
Right.
So wow.
Ooh.
Earth powers, no shield.
Those rights
Interesting.
go down there.
Yeah.
Foul plays. So now at this point, you kind of just don't care what happens to Nidoqueen. I don't think you're shielding anything.
I mean, I don't need to. I know another foul play I can paint it. And I'll be able to get to Earth Power. Probably Low's last shield.
Yeah.
Have something in the back with a shield, and having shields against Umbreon is such a nice feeling because you know it's fast damage with no damage.
That's what's great about Nidoqueen. It's just that the charge moves do so much damage. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
To shield or to just take a huge amount of damage.
And he already had a charge move ready with the Shell Gun.
Flamethrower.
And he goes Flamethrower.
Well, Flamethrower actually doesn't work a lot more damage than
Yeah.
Twister. Even though Twister is stab, now people were
It's not that
saying
great
that
of a move.
Yeah.
Dragon Pulse is actually a much better move on it, but it actually loses the matchup against Nidoqueen with Dragon Pulse.
Oh wow.
Twister's only 45 energy, and it's okay damage, but yeah, most of the damage is from the Dragon Breath.
As you can see, these are some serious strats. Holden's sitting at home on PvPoke, just running every single simulation known to man.
Yeah.
Right? To see exactly how he can run this Umbreon-less team.
And then he goes to a tournament, lights some Vaporeons on fire, like a cool person would do.
Well, you know, last month in Sinister, I had no charge TMs, and I based my team purely on Sims. So.
He showed me his collection of charge TMs. I was like, that's really sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remember he was grinding out TMs that day. Literally the day of the tournament. An hour before the tournament, he was grinding out TMs because he needed to change a couple of his Pokemon's movesets.
Wait, is that why you were late? Because I remember you not being there, and I was like, I better send in the group chat the check-in code. I don't want anyone to miss it.
Well, yeah, man. You don't see him run in. He was out of breath and everything. He was like,
Kill me.
oh yeah, where were you, man? Like I was just at that rate over there. But I think you got really lucky with those TMs, right? Like you were switching it and became.
Oh yeah, I got the
right
moveset.
Oh, good.
That's perfect. Sometimes you get some serious bad luck where it's just like use 5 TMs on one Pokemon and still don't get that moveset.
Yeah.
All right, so that was a win for Holden, and I think we're on the final match. This is the final match of this 6-round tournament.
Ooh, he's got the lead on you though. That Raichu.
But then again,
Suicune.
Suicune.
Ooh, is that Hydro
You
Pump?
can Hydro
Hydro Pump.
one shot the Raichu.
Are you
Yep,
gonna Hydro Pump?
No shields? Yes! Yes!
See,
Oh my
that's
god.
what I thought he was gonna do to me, but it didn't happen.
Oh my gosh. Raichu in, gets the Hydro Pump first, and KOs.
Yeah,
That's pretty discouraging.
yeah. I'd be like, good game. Good game.
So you know what? At this point, Suicon's done its job. Now I'm just trying to reduce the attack of Ninetales as much as I can.
Right.
I think I got 2 Bubble Beams off on there.
So that way, when you bring in your Alolan Ninetales, his is actually lowered, has been debuffed, and you're able to win that mirror even better.
Oh yeah, it's hardly doing any damage. I don't even have to shield one of these, and just look what little damage it does.
Wow. No shields needed, just straight taking him down. He's left with one last Pokemon and 2 shields, but with against him the Alolan Ninetales, which really doesn't need those charge moves.
Pretty much keeping this alive.
Yeah.
Go
Now I
for
think I
it.
do need to burn down some of his shields because I think this is a cheaper energy move. I know it's resisted, but he has 2 shields. I'm gonna use your shield to be able to get.
Yeah, just in case there's a chance that you live, you could have got like another charge move off.
Yeah.
There, another side
There
shot.
it is. So right now he's just trying to do as much damage as he can because he does have that Shelgon in the back,
Yeah.
right? And we all know with Shelgon, the most damage comes from that Dragon Breath.
Oh my god, it's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Literally, Shelgon comes in and bye. All
Surprised
right.
the flamethrower hit there.
So Holden, you went 4-2 in a tournament without an Umbreon.
Yeah, I think I could have done a lot better, but I'm modifying my team right now. Actually, right before you guys called me, so
So, so he's still running PvPoke simulations.
Yeah.
But okay. So, are you still gonna run the team without Umbreon? You did it once. Are you gonna do it again?
well, I still don't have a number yet, so
So
yeah,
he's
I
doing
will.
it again. All right.
That's awesome, dude. I mean, I just want some of the viewers to take a lesson from this, because there's a lot of people who want to go to like the PvP tournaments, but they don't end up going, or they panic because they don't have like the meta Pokemon.
Yeah.
But this is like a prime example that you can totally go into your tournament without the Umbreon, without the king of the meta, and you could still do really good in your tournament.
Exactly.
I mean, I had the last resort Umbreon, I had the last resort Vaporeon, and I went 2 and 4. So
You guys swapped.
Yeah.
But no, definitely Holden. I really take my hat off to you, man, for definitely pulling off some a great show.
Yeah.
Running the no Umbreon is a serious ballsy play, and you are the person to do it. So, so now, if you were to change your lineup, how would you change it to try to make it your no Umbreon team even better?
Well, I'm looking at the double water strategy. Didn't quite work out for me because really my everything's revolving around Umbreon right now. So countering the Umbreon and counter the Charm users that counter my Shelgon. So Skuntank really does well. It still loses, I think, in some cases against Umbreon, but Blood Bombs stab neutral damage. I think we could win some matches, and it's very neutral all around. Lanu helps a lot of neutral matchups. Might not help as much in the Umbreon matchup, but really helps out with all the other types of waters, especially since I might not be running Raichu. Because a lot of top teams we're not running electric.
Yeah,
right.
I'm also flirting a little bit with. Actually, I don't want to say too much. So
No, you can't say too much. Don't expose everything.
yeah.
Well, we still need you to be able to win your next turn without everybody knowing your strategy.
Yeah.
But what are you thinking of Alolan Sandslash?
I have one.
Yep.
I'm testing out with it. It's a really good counter to Middle Queen because those ice punches really hurt and it gets you so fast.
Yeah, I'm running it too, and I like it a lot now.
I was just thinking because you're saying that your main problem right now is Umbreon, Alolan Ninetales, and of course you have a little bit of Nidoqueen. But Alolan Sandslash does pretty decent against all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decent.
That's decent.
Keyword is decent.
Yeah. But then again, like a lot of people I saw actually were running Alolan Sandslash. And I think I mentioned before we called here, Alolan Marowak actually. it's a bit of a spicy pick. It doesn't do as well against the Umbreon or Lanoon for that fact, but
Right.
it can do pretty well against the ice types, even
Yeah.
Pillow which has been I've seen that a few times.
Right.
Yeah, when I was practicing with you, he kept bringing a Alolan Marowak because I'm guessing he was noticing I was focusing my team around Alolan Sandslash. And Alolan Sandslash does go down very quickly to the Fire Spin.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely, I see Alolan Marowak as a spicy pick. Right, I knew that from like the start. We were talking about that from the start. But the
Yeah.
thing is, like, a lot of people are really scared to run that because you have Umbreon, right? You have the Waters, right? And then you're weak to both of those, and those are two key matchups. You see people running double Charm, right? Charm is usually 99.9% of the time on a person's lineup of 3, right?
Except if it's a Raichu.
Except. You're
No, I
that's
think it
besides
actually-
the point.
I think it had some trouble against Delcatty even. So
Right?
Yeah.
maybe see some Delcatty.
Ooh, a Delcatty.
Alright, we should probably wrap up this video. Is there any advice you give to anyone to go into the Ferocious Cup?
And you guys say,
Using off-meta picks can really throw off people, and as long as you're able to synergize that with the rest of your team, and you practice and you know how to use it, then you probably do very well with that.
right. So he likes the whole off meta, throwing people off,
Yeah.
right?
And if
That-
you don't have an Umbreon, just go to your tournament. Who cares? Bring a Giraffe ring.
Oh god. Alrighty guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give a huge follow to Mr. HoldinMacGroin himself on Twitter. I think he also has a YouTube channel as well, right?
I mean, I post stuff there just because if I don't have anywhere else to post it, I might post it once in a while. Not too
Alright,
common.
so if you want to see some cool battles, make sure to subscribe to him on YouTube and give him a huge follow on Twitter. We have a lot of big things that are going to be happening with HoldinMacGroin and the Toronto community. If you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Show some love for HoldinMacGroin, and of course, don't forget to subscribe for more PvP and Silph Arena content. See you guys on the next one.